today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Yeah, boy, this defense came to play. They're going to bottle him up behind the line again. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
11 yards and a Panther first down. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2nd and 5. Right back to Hubbard. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tip Ryman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Here's Hurts to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Got a man. That's Leggett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in an Eagle uniform, it's Miles Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw, Young. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. Xavier Worthy from 19 yards away. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks, and he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
Young going to give to Brooks, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Red. Yellow. Go red.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Young now from the 50. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Touchdown, Carolina! Xavier Worthy, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And out and out. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ready.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
52 blaster. Ready, go.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
45.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Penny, a first down carry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Young. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Absolutely.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A run out of the gun with Brooks. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here's 3rd and 3.
Yellow. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Fury. Yellow.
Young off the play fake. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, set. 45. White. We got 4. Green Jack. Hey.
In motion left comes Williams. 1st and 10, Young. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
White. Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That one complete till again. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try to throw now. Young. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle, 48 yards. And the Panthers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. It's Young off play action. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Off the play fake, Young. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Penny. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Rashad Penny, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Tip Ryman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Young going to give to Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 136 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Meanwhile, Young's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A play fake. Now Young. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Hey,
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got him in. Complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was up. On a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Eagles off. Young here, you can see, changing the play. They go play action here on first down. That is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They go play action. Young. That one complete to Ligon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 46, here's second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Let's go. Go set.
Now Young. That's into the hands of Worthy. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Worthy saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly. And he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Got a man. That's Ligon. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Now, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown. Adam Thielen, 71 yards. And the Panthers just continue to roll. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going up. Dalton off play action. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.